All right, hope everyone's doing well today. So, not much of a surprise for most of us. Tom MacDonald, that superstar independent artist, trending, really hot right now, has been for the last couple of years within the independent music industry, waking up a lot of people all over this flat plane that we live on. However, I'm going to expose this Tom MacDonald as an Illuminati shill or Illuminati puppet. Take your pick. Now, I know what you're going to say. I know this already. And that's correct. Most of us should already know already if we've been in the truth realm for more than 5 minutes. But for those of you who consider yourselves woke, here's a little bit of an education on Tom MacDonald and some pretty obvious clues as to what team he really is on. So we'll get started here. Now, this world is run and ruled by signs and symbols. This is how the elite, the Illuminati, Freemasonry, the top of the pyramid, this is how these people communicate. It's no different for celebrities, politicians, professional athletes who have made it up to that top level, the 33rd degree Mason. That is what this Tom MacDonald is doing right here. He is showcasing the same signs that all the celebrities do all the time. Okay, the all-seeing eye, which seems to be a favorite one of Tom. Also, the 666 symbol as well. The devil horns, just like Snoop Dogg here on the right, the skull and bones, tons of that symbolism in pictures and in videos of Tom MacDonald is the skull and bones. And of course, the old rock and roll devil horns that of course the politicians are in on it too. They do the same thing. This specifically here are American politicians. The diamond symbol or the pyramid triangle. This on the right here, you'll see Jay-Z is covering the right eye as well. So it's a twofer. So 2 in 1. He's got the pyramid, the all-seeing eye in one. On the left, I don't know my right from left, but Tom is doing the same thing right there, the all-seeing eye and the pyramid. So no different, all in the same club. Like I said, this is how they communicate. A little bit of background on the diamond. Diamond equals 33 in Pythagorean numerology. And the pyramid, the triangle, let's say it has 60 degrees on each angle, which equals 666. Once again, the skull and bones, pointing at you, pointing into the camera. Okay, we see tons of celebrities doing this. This is also an occult sign as well, pointing to the camera, pointing at the temple or at the head. Okay, this can have many different meanings, one of which is to say, I am enlightened, or I have occult knowledge, I understand esoteric things. That's what he's telling you here. Now, I don't think he has a clue what these things really mean. I think he is in it for the fame, he is in it for the money. So he is being instructed to do these signs and showcase the symbolism on his t-shirts, his clothing, and his videos. I don't think he's behind the creativity of it. He's just following orders because he's in it for the money and the fame. And right here, No Guts, No Glory, the mixtape. This is how they tell you, I am a puppet on strings. I have a controller. I have a ruler. I am a slave. And a little bit deeper here, it's also showing as well that he's basically not like you and I are. Like he's not human. Not sure if he is or not. However, I'm not going to go and say that he's not a human. I'm sure he has flesh and blood like all of us, but who knows for sure. The symbolism, it goes very deep, but this is mostly to tell you here, hey, I'm a puppet on strings. I'm being controlled. The dollar signs on the eyelids. Perhaps that shows money is his god, or money is who he worships, I should say. Money is what he's in this for. Orange is 33 in Pythagorean numerology, wearing the suit with the very poorly tied orange tie. Another one, 33 here, the 3. And then if you flip the M on its side, it also makes 33. The X, a very common occult symbol. It has many different meanings. It is put right on the pineal gland here. I find this interesting. Wears a shirt, says, "Fuck the system." Well, you are part of the system, Tom MacDonald. All right? If it wasn't for the system, you'd be pumping gas somewhere. You'd be flipping burgers at a fast food joint. But because of the system, you were able to live out your desires as being wealthy and having fame. So you should thank the system. And as you can see, front page on dozens of publications as well. This was taken from his Facebook page. So he's telling you, hey, look at how great I am. Now, he's just telling me that since he's on the front page of all these publications, he is controlled. Okay, this is controlled opposition if you're not familiar of what that is, and you really should be. But if you're not, basically, let's just make it simple. The mainstream, they're going to give you their narrative, their official story, but not everybody's going to believe their official story because there's a lot of people and a lot of different minds, perhaps different spirits, different backgrounds, education. So they may not buy everything that you're saying. So they have a second option for you to adopt if you do not believe in the official narrative. So a lot of people are very angry about all the leftism in the States and the liberal leftist direction that the country is going in. So to have somebody like Tom MacDonald, who is controversial, speaks common sense, his lyrics do resonate with the right wing, very, very much so. That tells them, I don't have to do anything. Tom MacDonald's going to put the word out there and everything's just going to be all right. I'll just vote for Trump again, and with Tom MacDonald trending and getting tens of millions of views on YouTube, that's going to wake up people. I don't have to do anything. I can sit on my ass and watch Netflix and drink Bud Light. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do nothing but just sit on my ass because stronger men are out there fighting these battles that I should be fighting, but they're doing it for me. Oh, I just lucked out being born in the 20th century as I was, or for some of us, the 21st century. So the bottom line is it makes you complacent. It makes you, really not put any effort towards standing up for yourself and what's right. And it also the gatekeeping keeps you away from the truth, quite frankly. They'll give you a little nugget of truth and then mixed with lies and mixed with half lies. And it also makes you buy into the political too. It makes you buy into the political arena, potentially vote in elections. He was on Fox News. He was interviewed on Fox News, which Fox in numerology is 666. And they're all controlled by the same people, whether it's CNN or Fox, it doesn't matter. So also, he was interviewed by Megyn Kelly on a different network and Newsmax as well. You're not going to get on the mainstream news unless you've been vetted by them, unless they know you, unless there's some agenda. You're selected for that. It's not going to be just some random guy, some Joe Schmo on the news. You can't get that as popular as someone like Tom MacDonald is in the first place without having connections to the Illuminati. That's just the way it works, folks. It all started with two small town kids in a dream. This was also from the Facebook page of Tom MacDonald. And this is just another one of those stories of I started with nothing, I was poor, small town kid, everyday, regular Joe Schmo, and now I'm successful because I followed my dreams. Whatever your mind can conceive, you can achieve, that kind of thing. Set your mind to it and you can get there, have a dream big, all that stuff. I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong with that, but it really creates a major distraction, especially if you're somebody in the arts or music, sports. It can be quite a waste of time to spend so much of your life devoted towards that, working on that, training, everything, hours and hours, 10,000 hours, and then you get nowhere and you have to settle for a regular job because you didn't realize that you have to be in the club or you have to sell your soul. Okay, once you get into the club, you could be a normal kind of person with a lot of talent, get recruited, but then you're no longer your own man or your own woman. You are controlled. You don't have your own voice. So you're basically like just a puppet. I mean, we could just say these things over and over again. You're a puppet. You're being used to engineer the public. What would you say if I told you Betty White was Illuminati and her death was a sacrifice to Satan? Well, what I would say is, yeah, Betty is definitely part of the Illuminati. I don't know if her death was sacrificed to Satan, but I do know that many celebrities do fake their deaths. Okay, they retire. They, walk off the stage. That's it. Exit stage right. Is that it? Exit stage right. They're just exiting. They're retiring their character. Their character's over. Perhaps Betty White did pass naturally. However, there are many of these that are faked. And he's saying that you'd be a fucking moron if you believe that. So if you believe that Betty White was Illuminati, you're a moron because he knows. He has the secret knowledge. I'm being sarcastic. I don't think he didn't know Betty White. So he says there's definitely some weird shit going on in Hollywood. There's definitely something to be said about the elite controlling the popular narrative, but not every single person ever is involved in that shit. You have to be able to critically think about ... Now, I wish I expanded it there before I took the screenshot so I could read more. But what I will say is that he says every single person ever. Okay? That's a little bit of a trap there because that means 100%. Who knows? Maybe it's 99.99999%. So, I don't know. I would say it's virtually 100%, yeah. So, it's kind of beside the point. But what he's trying to tell you is like, hey, I'm not one of them. Even though I do the same signs and symbols, I'm not one of them. I'm not an Illuminati puppet. And just more of it, this is more redundant here. Lots of one-eye symbolism in all of these. This one here is on the upper right is pretty common where You know, they won't completely block out the eye, but they'll put like a shadow over there. So that's another example there. It's pretty interesting. And then it's all run and controlled by the top. Okay, the controllers, Freemasonry, the 33, and the importance of the 33. Most of the stories, the fake stories on the news are coded with the number 33 and other numbers as well. However, 33 is quite prevalent, especially in movies. A lot of license plates in movies will equal 33. It'll be pretty clear in your view if you ever watch a movie and all of a sudden a license plate just shows up really clear, like it was supposed to be in the center of your view, and that's what you're supposed to be paying attention to. But that's not really what the scene's about, but it's just really bright in your face, that license plate. A lot of times that will equal 33. The house of the main character, the address number will be 33. The main character's last name will be 33. On and on. Many important things will be 33. And then a lot of, on top of that, which is not to do with the numerology, but a lot of the symbolism as well, like checkered floors, a black cat, white rabbit, so many things. Bricks is a big one. Orange as well, which is 33 in numerology. Another interesting color too, which is 33 as well in Pythagorean, is gold blue. So that's another one that's 33. It's not just orange, it's gold blue as well. All right, so Tom MacDonald is pretty clear to me that he is mocking his fans, okay? The people that listen to his music, he's mocking you. Okay, he's calling you a sheeple. Many of his titles I just take as just pure mockery, basically. His lyrics, if once you know that he's controlled opposition, you see all the just basically he's laughing at you. He's lumping you in with what he's talking about. Okay, because he knows that he ain't in this for the truth. So in this one here, if we play it, the beginning part, you can see the eye right there, the all-seeing eye. Of course, it's orange, which is 33 in numerology. This one right here, this is the one where I wanted to show the eyes as well, which are also orange. Oops, there we go. So it's orange, the whites are red, but the eye itself is orange. And there are lots of symbolism, but I wanted to point out a couple of the quick ones here. There was one more that I think I'm going to just skip for now. That's okay. Here is another one. This is called Politically Incorrect. This was from 5 years ago. He's got the orange jacket, and in the background, bricks. Okay, masonry in the background. Find a lot of that. A lot of the bricks with masons. This one is people so stupid, like you, mocking you. You are stupid is what he's saying. Here we go. This freak and this transformer here. And if you zoom in on the mug, we've got an eye. We've got an all-seeing eye, of course. A lot of times they'll put these symbols not in your plane of view. You'll be paying attention to Tom MacDonald and then this transformer. But then, off to the side, where you're not looking, that's where they'll put it. So you got to look at the background. You got to look at everything that's going on. And there's no other symbols that I can see here, just that one. So it really makes it stand out. So here was an interview with Ben Shapiro.
McDonald, you've seen his videos, you've heard his songs. He says what most Americans think without fear. He doesn't censor himself.
Here a little bit. He's going to look off to the side a lot when he answers questions. Very basic questions, like he's reading a script or he's looking at notes or being prompted or something.
I'm totally independent. I have no ties to the music industry whatsoever. I've sort of created my own little ecosystem outside of the music industry.
Right there.
I produce all.
He just looks off to the right. He does that like 20 times in this interview, and he can't seem to look straight into the camera. Okay, like these are things that he should be able to answer very easily, these questions, but he looks off all different directions, looking off to the right, like it's like he is reading something, like notes, or like it's contemporaneous or something.
My music, I write all my songs. My girlfriend shoots all my videos. We distribute my music independently. There is no affiliation with any record label, manager, PR team, marketing, publicist, distro, nothing. So it's just us. And I've been doing it for about 10 years. And just like you said, man, I'm making music about the things that I think people are afraid to talk about.
That's amazing. I mean, the response has been absolutely incredible. You can see it from the number of views on all of your music videos. So how do you go about writing a song? Both musically and then also in terms of the lyrics. Which do you do first? You do the music first, the lyrics first, and where are you getting sort of the material from?
It's always a different process. Since I make all of my own beats, like sometimes I come into the studio with...
All right there. So, like he doesn't know what he's talking about. His eyes are really wide too. Like he's really got nothing. There's nothing in there. No soul, nothing. He's not speaking for himself. That's how I see it. Lastly, we're going to have a little bit of fun here. He had a live stream the other day, and he just throwing those 33s right at you, right in plain sight. So here we go.
Yo, check it out. I don't know if everybody knows this, but our brand new music video, Black and White, is out now. We're about to hit 3 million views in 3 days. So if you haven't yet, like I said, man, there's 3,300 of us here right now. It takes 20 seconds to head to iTunes or head to Amazon, download our...
There's 3,300 here right now. All right. So that's all I have on Tom MacDonald. Let me know your thoughts. This is classic gatekeeping, controlled opposition, just somebody to keep you away from the deeper truths of this realm. And there is just, in my mind, it seems there are unlimited layers, and he's getting you stuck at a very beginning point, okay? But let me know what you guys think. You have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one.